Welcome one and all to the YTF podcast, where we discuss current events, give advice, and review some of the YouTube videos that you send in to us. Without further ado, welcome to the family. Flipped it a little bit, but I'm keeping it in. Alright, so today we have two guests, two new guests. We've had returning guests for the past few times, but these are brand new guests. We have KitiDough and Hirokill here.
Hi, it's a pleasure to be on the podcast, and I'm looking forward to today's topics.
Hi, everyone. It's an honor to be here.
All right.
An absolute honor.
It's an honor to have both of you here. So today we have two different topics. First one, YouTube Rewind got, canned. We're not getting a YouTube Rewind this year. YouTube just kind of sent out some sort of thing on, I think it was Twitter, that just was just a text thing that just said, hey, COVID, we're not doing YouTube Rewind.
What are we going to do without Will Smith?
What are we going to do without Will Smith? Famous YouTuber Will Smith.
Oh, my soul died a little. Just enough. Honestly, I'm happy that it's gone, at least for this year, hopefully for future years, just because YouTube has dropped the ball on, I think, what the original premise of when they first introduced YouTube Rewind was.
Yeah, it's been, even outside of YouTube Rewind, YouTube has just lost their way. They do not understand their own audience anymore.
Mm-hmm. It's gone high corporate.
Mm-hmm. But at the same time... No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, just look at the trending tab for that.
Yeah. Because, I guess, to some degree, I get it, because back in the earlier days of YouTube Rewind, YouTube was the community was a lot more contained.
Yeah.
You kind of had, a small...
new creators.
Yeah. You had, a small kind of section of, the big YouTubers that everybody watched. You had Ray William Johnson, you had your Smosh,
yeah.
Nigahiga, you had those people that, everybody kind of watched. So it was kind of easy for them to kind of pick and choose which content creators they wanted to feature in the YouTube Rewind. Now, they kind of have to, focus on, okay, well, this guy is really popular in the UK, this guy's really popular in Korea, so they kind of have to figure out, okay, who are we gonna feature that includes everyone? So I kind of understand, I definitely understand why it feels more disjointed.
I think YouTube Rewind would really benefit if YouTube started figuring out just different pockets of creators, and not, they've done it regionally, but even if you set up brackets of okay, these are all the million subscriber animators, maybe we send out an email to them and say, hey, if you guys got together and used this hashtag here for YouTube Rewind, and just have the creative freedom to do whatever you want, instead of just saying, hey, we've got the studio, everything else, you're going to come to us, you're going to be stuck waiting for a few hours, and then maybe you'll get a 2-second clip within Rewind saying instead, hey, you're all around the same level, you all talk about the same topics, maybe if you guys want, you all get together, do something, use this hashtag, and then it gives creators the creative freedom then to do whatever they want for YouTube Rewind while making it about their content as a collective.
Yeah, you mean kind of have multiple rewinds for multiple different communities almost?
Exactly.
I kind of like that. Also, I like the idea of that almost makes it more of a viral marketing social media campaign rather than just a video they put out every year. Right?
You get more watch time that way because you've got multiple videos going out. Plus, you're introducing your audiences, people's different audiences, to more content that they'll like because you're putting all these creators that have hopefully similar content together. Which means that audiences are probably going to stay longer, watch more content because you're being introduced to new creators within the same category of stuff you already like. And at the end, YouTube has to spend less money because you're not sitting there trying to buy studio spaces and other stuff, or buying a bunch of slime like the one year. to try and, you know, talk about everything that's trended that year. Instead, you're just reaching out to a bunch of creators and trying to make some interconnections.
Yeah.
What do you think, Hiro?
I think that your idea is actually really great, because the whole point of YouTube is to connect people together. So yeah, that's like really a great idea, and it will just bring more people into it.
Yeah.
Plus, it gives so much more recognition to, like I said, especially if you categorize it into like where people are at, like just not just content, but like kind of like subscriber milestones. You're giving more ability for some smaller creators to start coming out of the woodworks.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I've completely lost my train of thought.
Does that mean it's joke hour? Let me pull up some puns real quick. I swear I have some somewhere.
Yes, I would love some puns. If you can find some puns, that would be great.
Just give me 5 seconds. I have a whole list for my end cards, you know? It's my specialty over on my channel. Just bad puns.
I love bad puns. The worse the pun, the better.
Don't interpret someone working intensely on a puzzle. Chances are you'll hear some crosswords.
Fantastic.
Two windmills were talking to each other. And one was like, "Ah, man, you know, I love K-pop." And the other man looks at the first one, he goes, "Oh man, I'm a big metal fan." 7 noises.
Fantastic.
I'm sorry if I've like ruined, you know, before you were just off your train of thought, now I've just completely derailed you.
Completely derailed, but you know what? I'm fine with that. Let me try and figure out what exactly I was gonna say. Oh my gosh.
I'm giving you my concentration powers.
Okay, give me your energy. I'm charging a spirit bomb. Gosh. Funny enough, I've actually started watching Naruto.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've like avoided it for years just because it's like one of those shows that's like
It's so long.
It not even because it's long, it's just like one of those shows that like I always felt like it's too mainstream. I've almost had like this weird superiority complex over it. Like, oh, I don't want to watch Naruto. That's the normie stuff. But I finally started watching it, and I'm really enjoying it.
I'm gonna be honest. My sisters watched Naruto, and I still haven't for that exact same reason. But now I've heard now 2 recommendations about it. So maybe I need to give up and go into normie territory.
Funny enough, considering like, you know, the video that we talked about on the last podcast, it's weird. The video of yours, I mean. It's weird that like it actually has almost a theme of almost a commentary on the education system.
Really?
Because like a big part of Naruto's character is he's a flunky. He failed. He basically, you know, flunked out of school, but he's still kind of destined for greatness. He still tries to like, you know, to get where he wants to be in life. So it actually has a bit of that in it. So I think you might actually enjoy it a lot because of that stuff.
Well, I'm going to have to actually go over to Crunchyroll and add it to my list. Or Netflix. I think it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I might not even have to go to the anime place. It's so mainstreamed. It's fine. I can go on Netflix and find it.
Yeah, funny enough, I don't think I would have actually started watching it if it weren't for my little sister, because she just out of nowhere decided, I'm going to try to watch Naruto, I'm going to try and get into anime, and I'm like, really, Naruto? Alright, I'll watch it with you. So now I'm like, watching it alongside her.
Hook, line, and sinker, man. That's what younger siblings are good for.
Yep.
I've heard noises in the background. I'll never unhear it.
I think that was probably my cup. I was sitting down my cup.
Ah, that makes sense. I also have coffee with me. I mean, I don't know if you have coffee. Coffee's just my go-to.
I have tea, so.
Tea's, you know, it's all right. It's no good old cup of Joe, but you are allowed to have your own tastes, wrong though they may be.
You know, I am Texan. I like to say that sweet tea is the lifeblood of Texans.
I just got to Texas.
Ah.
I grew up in Pennsylvania though, so that would be why the coffee is, you know.
All right, so we've completely derailed it.
Yeah,
so let's get back.
No,
I mean, no, it's totally fine. But let's just move on to the next topic, which is
okay.
I don't know why I worded it like this. It's such a crappy way of wording it, but I listed it as
run with it.
Yeah, I've listed it down as the process of coming up with video topics. Basically, you know, I always see on the YouTube Family Amino just people saying, I want to start a YouTube channel, I want to make a video, but I don't know what to make it on. And I thought we could kind of sit down and kind of talk about how we personally kind of come up with our video ideas.
Sure. And just, I want to like go right off the bat and say to anybody who's like sitting there like, I want to do YouTube, I want to make videos, I'm not sure what on. My biggest thing is whatever kind of weird idea, even if you don't stick with it, whatever kind of, because most people who are talking about wanting to do YouTube already have some sort of semblance of idea of something they want to make. They just don't know if they want to like commit to that being like their channel or something. My biggest thing is just making videos. Your channel might change and morph as the years progress and whatever, but the concept of just actually getting out there and finally publishing your first video can be such a huge step. Like, I know I had one person who wanted to get into animating reach out to me and said, hey, I would like to do this thing, but I'm not really sure where to start. I kind of want to just make a music video, but I know those aren't really popular. I was like, you know, million subscriber YouTube channel, Sugar, she's a storytime animator. She started off with little animatics that were music videos and stuff, I think in the FNAF community. So if she can go from that to being a storytime animator, I don't think it matters so much where you start off in making videos, so long as you start getting yourself out there and start getting comfortable.
Yeah, like, who cares if it's popular? Just make what you want to make.
Exactly.
You know, I make, like, freaking game reviews. Everybody makes game reviews, so I don't, you know, I don't care. I make what I want to make. You make what you want to make. Everybody, you know, if you're passionate about something, that's all that matters. As long as it's something that you want to create, that's all that matters.
It should
that's
never
what YouTube
feel like
is about.
a chore to you.
Exactly.
But as for the...
Go ahead.
Oh, go for it.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, as for the process of coming up with, like, new video topics, I find that for me, a lot of times, on my phone, I actually just have my own separate little notes section on my phone that's just video ideas. And half of them are just quotes from me and my sister, other things that my family has brought up, like, oh, hey, you've experienced this, maybe you should make a video on this. And I'm like, I think I can put a funny spin on that eventually. The amount of script writing I have is negligible because most of the time I'm just trying to collect ideas and hoping that eventually with enough ideas collected, I'll be able to like fit puzzle pieces together.
It reminds me of a video by, I think it was Gus Johnson, I think is his name. I think his name is Gus Johnson. But yeah, he made a video about like how his family members are always telling him, "Ooh, that's a video idea right there. That's a video idea," and he's just like, "What part of that is a video idea?" So he kind of went off from there and basically made different weird video suggestions into skits.
Oh yeah,
that's yeah.
So yeah, I feel that so hard. Like my sister just the other day, she's super nerdy into the math community. She keeps asking me to make some sort of math video, and half the time when she talks math, it goes right over my head. But she'll be like, oh, and she'll be talking about this one subject for a while. She's like, that right there, you could make a video off of that. And I'm like, I have no idea what you just said, but sure, I'm going to put that in the roadworks, and I'm eventually going to make a math video for her, and it's just going to be 101 things that I don't understand that come out of my sister's mouth.
That's brilliant. Yeah, my grandmother is one of the few family members that even knows that I have a YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. And bless her soul, she does not understand what YouTube is. Because, like, every day when she'll, like, come to me and be like, hey, I heard about this thing, you should make a YouTube video about it. And, like, it's just like, no, Grandma.
I heard about the Harlem Shake, you should make a video on that. Oh, Grandmama, no, that was years ago.
Yeah. But it's one of those things where, like, she's at the age where you can explain something to her like 1,000 times and she still doesn't she doesn't fully get it. So
yeah, you know, like telling her how to scroll a mouse and she's just panicked that there's a mouse in her house.
Pretty much.
What about you, Hiro? How do you go about making videos?
I usually like get inspired by other big YouTubers like Markiplier. I used to like watching him when I was a kid, so I started doing gaming videos. But my channel's like basically random. I just upload anything that comes into mind.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like, because then you're getting much more of a feel for who you are as a person, and YouTube's a lot about relatability, so I'm sure your subscribers really appreciate the ability of just being able to tune in and be able to see what interests you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I just like want everyone to feel welcomed in my channel, because like it's like a lot of type of videos, so I'm pretty sure someone's gonna find something they're interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
YouTube content creation is all about like finding that niche, finding out what people like. So if you find something that people like, you
go for it.
You do that. Go for it, yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
But I know a big problem, just like tailing off of the process of coming up with video topics, a lot of people will talk about the fact that with the turnover rate on YouTube, it's creator burnout. Like, how do you keep coming up with new ideas, having to upload like once a week and not end up getting this, just smacking that brick wall?
Yeah, I mean, excuse me. I follow this one YouTuber on Twitter. She's very small. I think she only has like one video out right now, if I'm not mistaken. But like she just put on like a thread on Twitter about how she like goes on these like bursts of just making a ton of videos, and she just got done with like this huge burst of making a bunch of videos, and I just had to kind of go like, okay, listen, that's great that you have so many videos, but you got to be careful with that. Like, you have to be super careful when you do that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Like, even if like you're one of those people that has to go into like inspiration mode, like bursts of energy, you shouldn't go through and just post all your videos right away. There's a reason why they have a scheduling system up on YouTube. It'll work great for those who go through creative bursts, because you can make like, you know, your 10 to 15 videos and be set for the like month and a half in which your brain is just dead and can't come up with anything, instead of giving your subscribers a bunch of videos. Your subscribers are then going to be kind of picky and choosy about what videos they watch, because they're like, oh my gosh, there's so much. I'm kind of in an overload of what to pick from. Instead, they get that consistent kind of, ooh, I'm excited for Wednesday. I'm going to see like this person that I like uploading a video. And then it gives your mind that chance to break and be like, okay, I don't have to be in a creative mode right now. I can relax until I reach that creative mode again.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of, oh my gosh, words, come on, Pyro.
You want me to grab you a dictionary real quick?
No, I got it. Oh my gosh, I lost what I was saying again. Oh yeah. if you do that, like a lot of gaming channels kind of do this thing where they make videos in bulk, and then they kind of, and then they edit them and space out the uploads, and I think ideally you should upload once a week. I think that is the ideal upload schedule. If you're starting out, you don't necessarily have to upload once a week. I would actually recommend, just to try and get into the swing of things, upload every other week. Or, I'm an idiot, I upload once a month. That is not recommended. But I just, once again, I do game reviews.
Yeah.
Video games take a lot of time to play and record footage for and take notes. So there are people...
Yeah, and I gotta say the same thing real quick, just for the animating community, because I know how hard it can be to get so many frames out. Like, I try to keep myself to a once-a-week schedule, but you'll also notice that I have, like, maybe my main big animation that comes out. Sometimes I'll do short little 1-minute animations, but otherwise it's why I did my past part 2 playthrough, and why I'll do drawing segments where it's just a speed draw of something that I've done. And it's the idea of trying to get, like, that once-a-week thing out there, because I can't animate in a week time.
Yeah, and that's great, because, like, all those things still kind of... what am I trying to say? They still kind of jive with your theme. You're an art channel. You're an animation channel.
Yeah.
So it works. So that kind of stuff still works with that. It's not like you're all of a sudden making vlogs when people came for So that kind of stuff works. That kind of stuff. But you gotta be careful when it comes to, like, adding variety to your channel, because sometimes you'll add something that, that doesn't really mix with your content, and kind of seems jarring to your viewers. So you kind of have to be careful about, like, adding in, like, that kind of variety.
Take the extra week, or the extra, especially since, like, small YouTube creators, you're not stuck to some sort of path like big content creators who have turned it into their job. This is your hobby. You're not obligated to upload once a week or anything else. I mean, like, if you want to try and turn it into your career, that's great. But remember that it's not right now. So take a deep breath. Realize that anybody who's probably subscribed to you is just chilling out, enjoying when you do upload, and work at your pace. If you find extra things that you feel fit with your channel concept, your channel idea, that's great. If not, just remember, it's your channel. Relax. Take a load off your shoulders. Don't stress yourself out unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I find one of the hardest things that comes up for figuring out how to do the process of making a video is always like, I'll have a great idea. Well, I think it's a great idea. I mean, I won't actually comment on the goodness of the idea. Everything sounds better in my head. But
I know that feeling.
Right? You sit there and you're like, this is such a good idea. And then the moment you sit down and you start doing it, you're like, no, I made a big mistake. But the idea of having this concept of a video versus the process of making the video can be such a different thing. Like, the process of me making my school video was I wanted to talk about a serious topic, but still make it relatable, still make it funny enough that people want to watch it, like, not just sit there and be like, school is horrible, I don't want to go on. But instead to have that middle ground of saying, hey, this is a serious topic, but also we can enjoy talking about it still. And having that concept is one thing. Figuring out how to put it to words and a storyline and everything else is just an entirely different thing. So for the process of making videos, I tend to have bullet points first, the steps of what I want to talk about, being like, I think this will be funny. Here's the mid-ground when things are getting a little more serious, a comedic break, followed by a wrap-up. And I try to bullet point out as many of those things as possible. Then I write out a rough script, and I send it to people who I know also enjoy my content. Like Jack just asked, Parnell Animations if he could actually review some of my scripts and stuff for editing. And I thought that was a great idea just because he's also in the animating community. You know, he gets that whole shebang. But the process of going through, I start with bullet points, then I try to script it out, then I have somebody else read the script, and then I go and make a more finalized script. And that's my process. Followed by, of course, storyboarding and all that boring animation stuff.
Yeah, your process is a lot more detailed than mine. A lot more detailed. That's why I could never be an animator. But even then, I have actually added more, like, almost storytime animator... I've been inspired in different ways by storytime animators in how I make my more recent videos. Because I used to do live-action bits, and then I've kind of taken those away, and I've just kind of used, like, a little avatar character. So, yeah.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm still kind of tweaking it. With each video, I'm kind of tweaking it. But...
Oh, for sure. Like, right now, the reason why my next video hasn't come out yet, I'm working on redoing all of my narration bits. And I don't know if I'm going to end up making a video with the old narration bits and then scrapping these new narration bits for the future videos. But I want to have an entire assetted character model. So, like, the head will be its own piece, the body will be its own piece, the eyes, the mouth, that way I can finally do lip syncing. I am both excited and entirely frustrated by the process of lip syncing. Because it has been a process.
I bet, because I remember, have you ever heard of the YouTuber Turkey Tom?
I have not.
Okay, he was like this, well, I say he still is. He's like this, commentary YouTuber, but he has, like, this old animated avatar. And he used to do lip syncing in his videos, but he doesn't anymore because he just couldn't do it properly. It always looked super awkward and weird on his character, so he just could never get it right, so he kind of ditched it.
Yeah.
So I totally see and understand how lip syncing is a very difficult process.
Right. I sat there and, like, at some point I was watching like how-to video on it, on the good old YouTube. And I sat there and I was like, oh, this will be easy. I get the premise. And then I went in and I started doing it and I was like, I thought I got the premise, but maybe not. Maybe I need a few more tutorial videos before I commit to this.
Well, I think we might have, unless Hirokill wants to say anything about this anymore, I think we might have kind of used up this topic. So
yeah.
You want to jump right into the reviews?
I'm ready.
All right. We're going to try something a little bit different this time. I'm going to try Watch Together. You ever heard of that website? We're going to see if this works. I don't know.
Watch Together. Are we... Oh, yes, a link.
Dropping a link.
All right. Join the room. I am a part of this room now. You can't kick me out.
All right. All right, so let's see if I can get this to work. Please work.
I see an advertisement.
Yeah, that's an advertisement. Let's see if I can get this. So we're probably gonna have to watch it. All right, wait. There we go.
Oh.
All right, we got it.
It's working!
Holy crap. All right, so wait a minute. So first of all, is everybody in?
Yeah, I'm in.
All right, good.
And I'm in.
Okay, so let's go. Let's start this.
I like the kind of jazzy music.
Yeah, I like the music.
I'm breezing to it.
Furry's head, right?
As a joke, yes.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this is Boonkzy. This is his channel.
I was like,
so.
Sure. Who the fuck is that person?
I mean, you can.
I just love the intro of talking about furries.
I've seen you get pet. I've seen it.
Man, where?
Nowhere.
It seems like a very chill video so far. Just kind of.
You can't just record out of the.
It really helps with the ambiance in the background that he kept his intro music into the talking, that you're getting that chill vibe from the music.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Cat Boy? Oh my god. No offense to cats.
No offense to boys, you know, am I right?
Yeah.
I like the occasional addition of the text boxes too.
Yeah.
It's not overly bearing where I feel like I can't see what's going on half the time in the video, but it's just enough to help highlight the jokes as they come up.
Yeah.
Alright, so you see that sword in your hand?
Yes.
Don't use it.
Okay. I will not use it.
Right click with
I don't know who started the whole idea of like, you know, adding text to like emphasize the jokes, but I really like the style, and I've seen a lot of people.
Whoever it was deserves some sort of prize.
I think it might have been Swagger Souls, because that's the first time that I saw it being used, but I can't remember. But I can't say that for sure.
Yeah.
You were in that video that I did recently. You know, you're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What video?
Oh shit, Tyler. I just want to ask, what are you scared of? Like, is there anything you're scared of, like that exists in this world?
I swear to fucking God, you're gonna spiders again, and I'm gonna drop off the face of the earth.
No, for real.
I always feel like there's some sort of plot going on here, but I'm not sure what the plot is, which is kind of a bummer. I don't know if this is like part of a series.
Are you scared of heights in VR too, or?
No, because I know it's not fucking real.
Maybe.
It could be.
Let me check his channel real quick, see.
What? Extremely terrified.
What?
Follow the non-suspicious character right here.
I don't want to.
Well, this seems to be a fairly new channel.
Oh.
17 subscribers. First video was made 4 months ago.
Just play this for
Okay.
for like 5 hours straight and see if we can like not die.
Honestly,
This is like Minecraft, Call of Duty, Zombie.
They already have videos with like 34, 35 views for a
Hey,
relatively recent channel. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Relatively recent. I know gaming channels, especially when they're first getting up off the ground, can sometimes struggle with getting any views, just because there's so much gaming channel content. So that's pretty good.
A real Naruto
Yeah.
game. There's this Roblox game that.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
What about the game I was playing? What the fuck?
No, that's not real.
It is literally the best Naruto game you can get. So, I was looking at my binder today, and literally,
It was full of porn.
that would be cool. But I saw a spider in it, and I was thinking of Dylan. And then I secretly put the spider in his hoodie, and he didn't know.
You evil bastard.
That is evil.
I'm not going to school anymore. I'm dropping out.
You know I'm shitting with you, right? You know that, right? I didn't.
Okay, so is
there's
this
no way
like?
could've seen
I
that.
just like realized what this like Minecraft game type is. This is Nazi zombies, but in
Oh my gosh, is that what this
in
is?
Minecraft, yeah.
Camera.
Oh
Man loses
my
mind
gosh.
over spider and hoodie.
That's awesome.
A
I
lot
gotta
of
try
props
this.
to say whoever made this. This is so cool. I remember when that game was popular. Like I never played it, but my cousins did, and at some point I got to come over to their house and I got to play some of it.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Now I'm just feeling nostalgia.
Dude, honestly, if like people
Yeah.
who like
Played
actually do
Minecraft.
homework, they're just tryhards in school.
What was that?
Oh my god,
I
I'm gonna
know,
die.
right?
I've
Holy
never
crap.
played
So,
Minecraft
Tim,
from before, so I
Oh,
can't
Tim,
really get the
tryhard.
how
nostalgia.
I try hard.
You do homework. Why do you do
What about the
Real
What-
men
what-
do their homework
was
at
it a Call of
school.
Duty that did
It was-
Nazis on?
Yeah, it's Call of Duty.
Oh.
Specifically the
Real men
Black
do
Ops
their
games.
Class.
Hero, did you ever do Call of Duty at all?
Tim, come open the
I
power
did
station.
play Call of Duty
I'm actually,
when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
How are you
fun.
building
I
shit
played
in this
the
game?
zombie
So what did you do?
part with my
Mhm.
siblings.
Went to sleep and then I woke up and then I saw you were streaming and I was just like, oh shit, and then I joined and then.
So the concept of Nazi zombies, that's what really is hardcore bringing back nostalgia.
Tim, come here.
Yeah.
Okay, those are dogs.
Man, finish your story.
Come
Round
here.
10. Boy.
Open this.
Story? Who the hell?
Dylan's story. He was talking about his life today.
Oh man, yeah,
I'm not answering.
so we usually watch like 5 minutes each of each video, and
Okay.
Right click
so
right click the
we're
door.
at about 6, so let's stop it there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that was a pretty all right video. As far as gaming channel videos go, that was all right.
Wait, I felt like you and
Oh,
your friends
jeez.
had some good chemistry.
Oh crap! I just realized what
I
I just
would-
did. I accidentally closed out of the watch together room.
Oh, no.
Crap. Join the room. All right, we're good.
Come
We're
back to us. Okay.
We're back. All right. So, I think actually all the videos that we have today are gaming videos. So,
Oh. So we've got a theme going on.
unwillingly, it just happens that every video that was sent in happened to be a gaming video. So.
Hey, don't blame happenstance. Own it. Say that you themed this.
So this one is King Carlton.
Okay.
And it seems to be gameplay of Miles Morales, which I really want to play this, and I really hope there aren't any major spoilers. So let's go.
Oh yeah! Yeah. Hey, yeah. Finna play this game. We ain't on no games. All 2020. You already know my name.
feel like the-
King Carlton.
I feel like
yeah. Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
I was about to say the face cam is way too big, but it's kind of...
Let's
I
get into
realize
this
he
freaking game, bro. I'm so
shifts.
freaking hyped for this.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, if y'all want a
I like
series
his
on this,
energy. He has a
hit
good
the
amount
like
of
button.
energy. That's always good.
Right?
I'm playing on Spectacular, bro.
I
You
feel like
already
I'm
know
about
what
to
it is.
sit down and play a game with like one of my friends. We're just about to go into it.
Subtitles, turn those on.
Lots of
yes,
ad-libbing.
sir.
Yeah.
Alright. We can just start the game. We don't really need it previously. Yo, we don't get 15 likes in this video in one day. This ain't gonna be serious. So if you guys want to see this a full Let's Play with me, you better hit that like button.
I like the call to action. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all want
Set up a like goal.
Let me
That's...
shut up.
I feel like the video isn't necessarily... The face cam is just ever so slightly not
It's a little-
centered.
It's not centered. I think like my main problem with the face cam is the brightness of it. I feel like kind of like when you're watching cinema or anything else that you want like the darker colors, and I understand that like maybe he doesn't have control of that right now to be able to have enough lighting for his face and everything, but in the future if you could like dark backdrop it.
Yeah.
He gotta have Tim's on. He in New York.
Yeah, definitely. I would probably
Gotta have
recommend
Tim's.
maybe have
Register to
like maybe
vote.
turn off the lights in the back and maybe
There's
have
mom
like a
recommend.
lamp, just kind of not necessarily on his face, but just kind of
He got Tim's
just kind
on.
of there.
To illuminate.
Tim's on.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Miles Morales has Tim's. Oh yeah.
Nobody's got Tim's on, bro. This is- And then look at the fresh cut, bro. Hey.
Gosh, I want to play this game so bad.
Good graphics for the game.
Insomniac.
Yeah.
Y'all put y'all foot
This
in
game
already.
almost sold me on a PS5
Yeah,
before I
already.
realized it was also coming to PS4.
My man's being a helper.
Although I'll admit, like, knowing that, like, it gets Miles Morales, like, a part of me wanted to see the same kind of style that was the movie, the
Oh,
Spider-Verse movie. I just kind of want to see that art style.
Oh, I think that there's like an alternate suit in the game. There's like an alternate costume that adds in that suit. That like also...
Hey.
I think it also like messes with the frame
Look at
rate,
the
so it also
freaking
kind of
graphics. Look at
looks
the
like it's
city,
animated the
bro.
same way.
Mm-hmm.
So...
See, for me, like all I want to see is that, like,
Convoy.
because like I know that figuring
Oh,
out
you
how
already
to
on
do
that
that kind of
Spider-Man stuff?
animation in
Oh,
the
we already on it.
in a game might be hard.
You about to ride
I feel bad. I'm commenting on the game more than the YouTuber.
Yeah.
But like when the Walking Dead gameplay was able to get that kind of animated looking style.
Oh, yeah. What's another game that like had a very unique style of animation?
Oh yes, sir.
Gosh,
Look at
I'm not
this.
sure.
Oh my God. I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry. Hey,
I love the moments of pause that he adds. That like how
we get to play
to have those
alongside with Pete, bro.
sections of
I'm really
relatability
about
to
to
the
cry on this
audience.
stream.
Yeah.
I'm really about to cry, bro.
Also, some
Oh
slight
my
memes are also
gosh.
nice, just to break up the, not to break up the tension, but
Like,
to
look at the
break
way
up
he swings. You
the.
can tell he's a newbie, bro.
For sure,
What am I
and
trying to say? I don't know.
and to help with commentary in general. Like instead of just
Oh
sitting
my
there silently, you've got
gosh.
something that most people memes, very relatable. Like most people know your common memes, so you've got
Oh my
the
gosh,
sections
bro,
of
in
when
the
you're gonna be
snow?
quiet anyway, being able to say something.
Bro.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel awkwardly put in.
Yeah.
Oh, we gonna be at that convoy.
Now I do have a bit of a bias for like these kinds
Look
of
at the way he falls,
let's
bro.
plays that don't have any kind of, that don't have any cuts, that don't have
I know about
it's
the
just
web
kind of
game,
straight
man.
gameplay with commentary.
Bro, this game, oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Game
But
of the year.
I understand that there are people that like that stuff.
Yeah. That's because me personally, when I watch a gameplay, I want to see the storyline and how the person reacts to the storyline. Like
yeah.
get into like what the characters are feeling. Get angry at the villains. Be really
Yeah.
empathetic towards like, oh,
Some
my
Adidas
girlfriend's off doing this in the game.
And some basketball shorts, bro.
But he might not have any editing software either, so he might not have much of a choice but to like kind of do it all together.
Possibly. Hey!
Bro, let me swing next to Pete.
It's kind of cool the fact that like we're getting this game where Peter Parker and Miles Morales are just they're there in the
They
same time.
vibing.
Yeah, because we don't really we haven't had a story. Well, we haven't had a good story with both Peter Parker and Miles Morales just kind of in the same timeline, like not, oh, Peter Parker's dead, so now Miles Morales has to take over, or something like that. It's nice to finally have a story that's like almost Peter Parker is the mentor to this new Spider-Man without Peter Parker having to die. I'm really interested in how this game. I'm really interested in this game's story. That's really all I'm saying.
The character interactions.
Right there.
Instead of just saying, oh, these two can't interact together because there'd be too much contention. There can only be one Spider-Man. Like, instead seeing this kind of ability to... I won't say like an organization of Spider-Man, but just the idea of apprentice and tutor, or apprentice and master, I guess would be the terms.
Yeah, I guess in that way it'd almost be like Batman Incorporated from the DC comics, Because it's like all the different, not all the different Batmen, but all the different, Batman sidekicks, kind of. Also, we're at 7 minutes, so we can stop here.
Oh, yeah. Do we want to have any final comments to King Carlton?
Yeah, I mean, definitely work on the face cam. The face cam, I feel like the face cam needs to have the brightness adjusted, The face cam could just very minor tweaks. Maybe add in like RGB lighting. Kind of not necessarily a lamp, but just kind of, turn the lights off, have RGB, because that's kind of a popular thing to do. That way it's not like super bright. That way it's not like in your eyes. It's just kind of this almost ambient lighting around you.
Right.
That could work.
He can use like a sunlight if he can't like afford these equipments right now.
Yeah, true. But
Definitely.
That comes with its own caveats, though.
Yeah, because sun goes down, but
True. But even then,
cycles of the day.
But a big part of
go for it.
Yeah, but like a big part of content creation, coming up as a small YouTuber is working with what you got. Just kind of working with the little things that you still have before you kind of, get more stuff. So when putting that into consideration, this is pretty good.
And right now, what he's got is some great reactions. I mean, like, for playing a video game, you've got to rely on reactions to be able to sell more to your audience. Like, why would you tune into me versus anybody else if you're watching the same game? And the answer to that is reactions, how I respond to the game.
Exactly.
And I think he's got some solid reactions.
Yeah, I think his commentary is fantastic. He's got really good commentary.
Mm-hmm.
So, next up, we have LegendaryGamingDragon.
Drum roll.
Well, this seems to be the end of a Let's Play, so this might be maybe a little bit confusing, but let's jump right in.
And welcome back to the probably final episode of Ori and the Blind Forest with me, your host and narrator, LegendaryGamingDragon. Now, here we have done 50% of Mount Toru, the probably last area.
Looks like a
And
puzzle
now let's
platforming
continue on
game.
with our journey.
Oh yeah, Ori and the Blind Forest. I think Ori and the Blind Forest is like a
Last episode we left off
Metroidvania
at
game.
this room right here,
Mm,
and,
I really want to play these games because they look gorgeous.
beautiful.
Yeah.
yeah, there's something going on. I'm gonna try to avoid touching those, as those look like very, very hot rocks. Okay.
I would say the commentary could use some work, but at the same time, I kind of understand why he's not commentating, because this is obviously a difficult platforming game. He's probably concentrating.
And again, that's where something like, and I understand different YouTubers like different comfort zones, but for other YouTube gamers, where having the face cam comes in handy because they can see the faces of concentration and kind of laugh at that.
Yeah.
Alternatively, if you're just using a mic, however, you can make just different noises like quachas or other things to kind of, it doesn't really break from your levels of concentration so much, but it kind of lets something out that lets people know that you're still there and you're still commenting on the game.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to gaming content, and when it comes to like any content, I feel like it's important to kind of look at your own strengths and weaknesses and kind of adjust your content accordingly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's bad.
yeah, I was gonna say something,
Go
but
here?
I can't remember where I was going with
Now it
that.
looks like this is something we push.
But yeah,
This
kinda-
is the podcast of Lord Pyro constantly losing his train of thought.
that's starting to become a trend in this
Try to
podcast.
stay off the thing for as long as possible.
It's just one of those days, you know.
Oh yeah. Ooh, what is that monster? Ooh. Noise. Again, I just wish there was more commentary, more something.
Yeah, because
Maybe you can like add some sound effects or something like that, or maybe calm music at the background.
yeah, just a little something, just kind of a little bit more visual flair would be nice. Because at this point, it's like borderlining on raw gameplay.
Yeah.
So just adding a little bit more personality would just help this a lot.
Now, has he marketed himself as like a raw gameplay channel where it's like walking you through in case you get stuck somewhere, or is he marketing himself as a?
See, he doesn't. I think. Wait, let me check. No, I don't see anything in his. It doesn't say anything about it in his about page. So.
Okay. Because like if he's just doing it to show people how to solve the puzzles and stuff in case people get stuck, it's more understandable. But if he's doing it from more of a entertainment standpoint, then I think it could use some work.
Absolutely, yeah. But even then, I mean, there are some walkthrough channels that have a pretty good amount of like personality to them. Chugga Conroy comes to mind, because he like adds like a lot of like interesting visuals and stuff to like kind of help people out.
Yep. Some more heavy editing, more talking about what to do when you're stuck in certain places too, instead of just commenting generally on the game.
And then a more like creative, not necessarily walkthrough, but like pseudo walkthrough series I can think of would be what's it called? Pokemon Lockpicking or something like that by Pika Spray Yellow, where he like intentionally gets himself into like game-breaking situations and then kind of shows people how to like get out of those situations in the game.
Oh no, I've cheated my way all the way up through these 2 gyms, and now I have no idea how to level up my Pokemon. Whatever shall I do?
Different stuff like that, but I think it was more like, I think it was like, one Pokemon has an ability that combined with his other Pokemon's ability means that your Pokemon never faint or something. And so you can't win the battle, but you also can't lose the battle. So
how do you get out?
How do you get out? Yeah, how do you? So that's why it's called something like Pokemon Soft Lock Picking or something like that. And it has like a and that's why
it's got some really intriguing concepts, and with some good commentary, I can see how that'd be a good gameplay to watch.
Yeah. A lot of them are really interesting. So I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, that's like
just the general idea, I think, of walkthroughs still being entertaining or coming up with new concepts for walkthroughs that maybe other people haven't thought of. That's more than just here's the game, here's how you get through it.
Kind of that kind of pseudo walkthrough content. I'd like to see more people kind of try stuff like that. Kind of play with those ideas. But at the same time, we go back to do what you're comfortable with. Find your comfort zone and work alongside that. Alright, so that's been 6 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, I think we said everything we need to about that. Just kind of play with your content, find your comfort zone.
And don't be afraid to like try and break out of that comfort zone. Like, go out and try new things, and then if you don't like it, you can always go back.
Exactly. So this next one is a content creator that we've talked about a lot. I think maybe 2 or 3 times in the past. DeathWordBoi, and we've had some very heavy critiques on him. And I want to see if he's changed at all. So let's jump into that.
It's me, DeathWord, and well, welcome to this piece of mess. Scratch team, what's your problem, Scratch? Like, do you actually want to start like betting, like creators now? Okay, so
this is like some sort of My Little Pony FNAF
when I actually woke up,
seems like it,
at 5 o'clock, I was like taking a huge sleep. I actually got like a notification, and this like popped up in front of my face on my phone, like a Team Nightmare DX post saying it got like banned again, and I was actually like, when will you learn? When will you learn, old man?
I feel like the commentary is going on too long and we haven't gotten into the gameplay yet.
Yeah, it's very rambly. It's very...
It's like they're deaf or something.
Like,
just like YouTube. They just go like,
is this just kind of a,
you know, strike it again.
is this
but
a gameplay video? I think this might just be a rant video.
Again.
He's just kind of talking about this game getting taken down.
Care. They may care for a couple of minutes, maybe an hour or so, or a couple of days, but there
needs to be something else here. There's got to be something more than just.
It's not about
and if you're gonna do a rant video, having a moving picture or something would be
let's talk about YouTube
nice.
More graphics, more images.
I do not talk about is drama about
meme it up, my good friend.
Meme it up.
YouTube actually did a good job.
Maybe
of,
add like a background music or something.
Background music's always nice.
Competitors
so that would be nice.
That I actually won't mention. But
just the Wii Shop channel music, just on loop for 15 minutes.
The Scratch team. So, what they actually did was they actually take down the whole entire game of One Night with Golden Apple Bloom.
Because maybe what he's talking about is interesting.
How can I say this?
But I can't.
I do not want to get demonetized.
It's hard to kind of. What am I trying to say?
But yeah.
It's hard to get invested in this because he's stuttering. He's kind of stumbling over his words.
YouTube,
so it's kind of
doesn't
he's like me. What I'm trying to say, he's like me.
If you're gonna have a rant video, it's good to just bullet point it out so that way you don't get confused or anything else. You make sure you get your points out, you articulate them well, and then you post that video. And maybe if you ramble a little, especially if you just have the one picture, just edit out the little points that you kind of stumble through.
And YouTube drama, and YouTube drama. Not saying YouTube drama is actually the worst.
It's almost starting to get
it's pretty up there, just like with the Scratch team.
I don't know.
The Scratch team.
I want to see this guy. I want to see this guy
It's
improve his
for kids
content.
and stuff. But
and he keeps sending his videos in, and I hope to see improvement.
No anything.
And I just
And
I
now
don't see any
you're saying
improvement here at all.
It's not good enough. What more do you want? Now, probably scary is probably not allowed anymore because scary stuff scares children. I
don't know if you're talking about YouTube or whatever place took down the game.
Maybe fix your system for once. Fix your system, Scratch Team.
Fix your system, Scratch Team.
Nightmare. DX, I am sorry about your game.
If you're gonna make one of these kinds of videos, honestly, how I would, I think it would be fun.
Never will
just make a shit post out of it. Just
your child
set up a video, do a semi-classic Sonic fan video where you're just screaming at a camera.
Ripping pieces, man.
That would be great.
When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
The remake of Golden.
I would love to have seen this video have that kind of spin to it. That would have really gained my attention as an audience member.
Exactly.
Probably later or right now, but I'm actually excited
this
for that.
was set up almost like a commentary channel video, almost like an H3 video or a Pyro Cynical video. I feel like this would work in that context as well.
Because I don't have any computer set up.
I feel like
you don't have
this would definitely work in that kind of context, and it would make the video a lot more entertaining and a lot more interesting.
Well, I'm not broke, but
so that's been 5 minutes.
To, get
That's been 5 minutes. So let's move on to the next video.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot that needs to change in this in your content, DeathWordBoi.
I feel like it was too ranty and too angry with and too much kind of humor with the cough joke that I want to either see it go into the entertainment section, but then at other points so wordy and everything else that I'd rather just see it be an informative section, and instead you kind of mix the two, but neither really reaches any peaks that make it super entertaining to watch.
Yeah. So, before the final video, I'm going to take a short break. If you can fill in the space with puns, that would be nice. I'll be right back.
Hey, that is what I am good for.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'll be right back, but just a second.
Okay. Hi, this is now the KitiDough show. I thank you all for tuning in. So, I asked my French friend if she likes to play video games. She said oui. Okay. Yesterday, a clown held open the door for me. It was a nice gesture. Okay, hold your applause. It's fine. Oh, Hiro, do you have any funny jokes or any funny happenstances?
No, I'm not really good with jokes.
No. Funny like one-liners. One time, as I was leaving my house, we have this tiny step, and I'm really, really bad at remembering the fact that this tiny little step incline down exists. One of the times we were bringing in groceries and stuff, I was walking across it, and there was just this moment in which my ankle turned because I didn't calculate in for the step, and my final thought before going down and just completely destroying my ankle was, that's weird. I don't think I can stand on my ankle. just the small happenstances of life, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, how's your ankle now?
It's much better than it was before. Lord Pyro,
Yeah,
I'm sorry
good.
to inform you. I've taken over the show.
Awesome.
We're gonna say it's not gonna be the YouTuber family anymore. It's just the KitiDough dictatorship.
Awesome. Less work for me. Can you take over recording for me? You
Oh yeah, totally, 110%.
You can take. You're probably going to be better at this than me then. But but yeah, next video. Next video is by another content creator that we've talked about on this channel before. NotActuallyLuna. So let's check this out and see how it goes.
All right. Oh, that's not. I know this game.
Oh gosh, is it having trouble loading for anybody else?
No, I'm seeing it just fine.
Should we take the
Yeah, me
camera?
too.
That's concerning.
Now you're just the person with the tech issues on that end.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay,
take it.
My favorite time.
It's doing fine for me now.
Okay, good.
Oh, that looks fun.
About to have to renounce my title of owning this section of YouTube and
So
be like,
here's
no,
your
wait, I
microphone,
want you to have the crown back for the podcast, please. Don't put me in charge of commenting.
Speak on, yeah, it does here.
Oh, great. Also, I'll need to sprint because
I miss
you're at
the section where they got to talk about like
You can use the
who's
radio.
haunting this area. Makes me
yeah, they
kind of
didn't,
sad. Like,
you're right, they didn't
I
start with
really-
that.
yes, I really like it when like people who are playing this game tend to start off with like trying to characterize the person who's haunting the place. It makes it just makes it feel more close to home, and also I don't know, to a certain extent, like both ruins or adds to the scare factor of this person when you've made up your own story for them.
probably saying ghost that many times also angers the ghost. So. Of what? What?
The activity is at 2 right now.
Fuck you, I'll let you go in and I'll go out. Fuck you.
Well, it does respond to people who are alone.
I'm not feeling any strong like
Are you?
character like what makes this playthrough
It doesn't wanna ask
unique to
specific
your
rules.
channel.
Yeah, I feel like there needs to be a bit more of an editing flair to
Yeah,
this.
Mm-hmm. Editing flair, else like just like really get into it. Like, you know, you're the one like searching through the house. Just get into your investigator mode.
Yeah. I feel like they might be taking it a little bit too seriously, you know? Like, have some fun with it. Really kind of...
Oh, it started a hunt.
You know...
Like, this isn't a serious game where there's a hard storyline to follow or anything. So just get fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could, like, mess with the objects or stuff in the game. Yeah.
I feel that.
God damn it! Well,
Dun, dun,
see if you can handle this.
Welcome to Silent Hill, fucker.
I liked that one just because of the smoke. The fog of Silent Hill. That joke got me.
Why did you think standing around in a fucking corner would work?
I was crouching in the corner, you.
What is their name? Linda Wilson. That's...
It's very fun. Oh, that actually looks very creepy with the flashlight. Oh, he's leaving.
I'm fucking leaving.
Second ghost, alright.
Flashlight.
Okay, this ghost responds to everyone.
What?
See, again,
You don't
it's
have to be alone, it responds to everyone.
it's the quickness in which they're going over, like, the optional objectives, finding out who the ghost is, stuff like that. Like, this is what sells this game.
Yeah.
Are you here? What is your name? Are
Yeah,
you
I feel
a
like they're not really adding the flair that this kind of game, you know, requires to be entertaining to watch. You kind of have to...
How'd you die?
This is one of those kinds of games where you kind of have to make your own fun. The game in itself is very straightforward. You kind of have to play with the right people to really get the right experience.
Yeah.
Oh, it started a hunt. God fucking damn.
Okay, I saw the
it started a
lamp.
hunt.
I saw that, like, lamp at the front of the house, and I thought it was Mothman for a second.
Are you
I
alive?
thought I saw, like, two glowing eyes. I was sitting here thinking, like, is
Cool
Mothman
Easter
in this
egg
game?
that would be for the game developers to add in there. Just
Yeah.
like a 1% chance you see Mothman.
Every game should have a Mothman Easter egg. Every game. Tetris,
And,
Mothman Easter egg. Mario, Mothman Easter egg.
In,
Candy Crush, Mothman Easter egg.
Oh, it was that one.
in GTA 5, Mothman can be found in the strip club, just enjoying his best life, like on the pole.
I just started, like, thinking about Mothman on a stripper pole.
We have fingerprints, spirit box, ghost
I'm just saying, Mothman's gotta pay the bills somehow. He can't always just go around making people disappear. He has to make money too. Don't you judge him.
I'm not gonna judge Mothman, he could kill me.
I don't want to be the next body on MIA.
Why do we have a bread?
Tip him extra, you know, just to be sure. Play it safe. You don't want to be the jerk there. He's taking notes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're up to like 6 minutes, so...
Alright.
I think I heard the...
So yeah, my biggest comments would just be, like, more commentary. Really make it your corner of this game.
Yeah. Because I could see, like, a lot of different situations in there that they could have cracked a few jokes. They could have kind of, they could have found different ways to make it entertaining. But,
A game like that, you really have to rely on your own sense of, like, comedic humor to sell that kind of game.
exactly.
It can't just be, like, you and your friends hanging out. You've got to really find your comedy and bring the game to life, because otherwise the game doesn't just bring itself to life.
Yeah. Sort of like this podcast, where I sit here and I go, yeah, for like an hour.
Just in different pitches, like different lengths. This is the yeah podcast.
Yeah.
Then you gotta go in for that sultry yeah. It's like, yeah. Come join my podcast.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh
That's all I
yeah.
want for the Kool-Aid man now. He's got his own podcast. That's all he does for the entirety of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all we have for this podcast. Unless we want to, that's pretty much unless we want to talk about anything else. You know, have a few more laughs, have a few more guffaws.
I could get out another pun if you wanted.
Give me another pun.
Okay.
I'm a pun addict.
I'm trying to find one of my actual good puns. Okay. You know sea puns? Have you heard any sea puns like oceans? Because I don't know about you, but when I hear a good sea pun, they're really cracking me up. Ba-da-da-da.
Okay, I was not expecting that. That's great.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Alright, so considering we're about to wrap this up, KitiDough, do you have anything you want to plug? Any projects that you're working on that you want to talk about?
Sure. I'm planning on doing a draw with me video if anybody is interested in pulling out a sketchbook and relaxing. Mine will be speed drawn, so I don't know if you'll get a sketch done in the time in which I get a drawing done. But I'm planning to have that out for Wednesday. Otherwise, my next bigger animation is still in the woodworks. But subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then you'll see it when it comes out of the woodwork.
Awesome. Hirokill, do you have anything that you want to plug? Any projects in the works?
Aside from the projects, I actually just thought about something, a way to improve your videos. I think I heard someone say that, would you sit and watch your own videos? Would you find them entertaining or boring? And you can, that way you can, improve your own videos. If you felt like it was boring, you can, cut out unnecessary clips or edit more into it. And that's actually really helped me with my own videos. So yeah.
That's actually some really good. I've never heard that turn of phrase before to say sit down, watch your own videos.
I honestly don't remember where I heard this. I'm pretty sure someone said it when I was searching up on ways to improve my videos.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that would really help a lot.
That is very important, honestly. Yeah, if you make videos that you want to sit down and watch. That is a very important thing. Make a video that you can enjoy. Because I put that into consideration every time I make a video. Can I sit down and watch this video and enjoy it?
Yeah.
It's very important. It's a very important thing to consider when making a video.
I've never run through that test before. My tests are a lot different, if only for the fact that I've got a really supportive family group around me. Most of the time, I know my video is ready when I sit down a family member to watch it and they actually laugh. I've had videos before where there was just silence and I was like, no, okay, I'm going to edit this thing up and I'll be back later.
But that's actually really good that your family are supportive. Some people don't really like support other people who do YouTube, in their family.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's actually really great.
And I think, because, like I said, so many people, and like you said, so many people don't have that same support system. Having that mantra of the idea of, would I sit down and watch my own video, or would I be like, this is boring, move on, is a great mantra to have in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
dramatic pause of silence before moving on.
Oh no. Anyway. But But yeah, it seems like that's all we have for today. So if you'd like to be a guest on this podcast, or if you'd like to see someone else on this podcast, then make sure to ask a member of the Amino to nominate you or nominate the person that you want to see. With that said, remember to keep at it and keep improving.